What is up, ninjas? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to my village of Nintendo Switch and gaming news. Today we've got some great information for you, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So, Battle Princess Madeleine's total playtime and difficulty has been discussed in a recent interview with the developers, so here is what they had to say on the matter. The game is going to be 8 hours long on average, possibly much longer depending on how a player approaches the optional side quests and collectibles. The difficulty is a great question because it will actually be flexible by default. Play well and the game will up the challenge, or if you're struggling, it will tone it down a bit. You can still lock the game in on casual and arcade difficulties though, which will replace the difficulty AI, either a laid back (parentheses young audience friendly) playthrough or a hardcore classic mode, complete with game overs instead of restarting at the first stage. So this is definitely following in the footsteps of the Ghouls and Ghosts and all of that. Basically what Capcom did back in the day. It's looking really awesome, especially if you like these old school type of games. Remember, this game is coming to the Nintendo Switch and it's also coming to the Wii U, so you're going to have some different options on where you're going to buy it. It's also coming to PC, Xbox One, PS4. They've pretty much hit all of their goals when it comes to platforms. You can still donate. There is some time left, I think about 2 weeks or so. I think they're around 260% as far as a Kickstarter, so if you want to donate more, not sure if there's more stretch goals, go check it out if you haven't already done so. But if you love these classic old school games, then it's definitely right up your alley as far as Battle Princess Madeleine, and I'm looking forward to it as well. I was supposed to get a review or a preview copy, still haven't got that, but I know that I will pick it up at some point and be able to stream it for you guys. So let me know what you guys think about this game in the comment section below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, Splatoon 2 Humpback Pump Track stage overview and screenshot. So after announcing the Humpback Pump Track stage for Splatoon 2 this weekend, the series' official Tumblr page has been updated with the good news. So first we have the following overview. Introducing Humpback Pump Track. The new stage is an indoor BMX track, but Inklings use it as a stage for turf war. It features many curvy ups and downs, and the bike track surrounds a small hill in the middle. You'd think the openness makes for great visibility, but the hump abundance creates a surprising amount of blind spots. Inklings can employ multiple strategies, including frontal breakthroughs or attacking from the side. Oh, and we just realized that jellyfish can ride bikes. What? And you can also check out these screenshots as well. It's already looking pretty good. I love what Splatoon 2 is doing. I do want to talk about this because the global test fire just went down last week and it was a ton of fun. And I think that one of the things with Splatoon as far as what they're refining for me is the online play. Just from playing it online, the global test fire, comparing the global test fire 1 to the second one, I've already talked about this, but it was so much better. But I do like the maneuverability of some of the different classes. Like I love the dualies, how you can now dodge roll. Those are things that really impact the game more than you would think just on the outset, just looking someone playing it. But when you're actually in there and you're using the jetpacks, you're using the dualies, you're doing the dodge rolls, there's so many different things, and new stages like this really add a wrinkle into what you can do in Splatoon 2. All the different humps in there for this is going to make for some amazing turf war battles, and it's one of the things that I think with Splatoon 2 as far as the stage selection, that's going to be very important how they handle stages, because I think most people can say as far as with Splatoon 1, the whole rotation system and every couple hours we're doing this, then this, I mean, I think it was cool at the beginning, but it got kind of meh after a while, especially when you have to listen to Callie and Marie talk the whole time, every single time there's a change or anything. So making a streamlined experience with more stages people can play, more rotations, more ways that they can pick, maybe even in different optional areas for certain places outside of just the private battles, is going to be something that they can really add into Splatoon 2, because it would be a shame if you're waiting for rotation, necessarily your Humpback Pump Track or whatever comes up in the stages that you really want to play, but you can't play at that time and you miss those type of stages. So that's one thing that I really want to see them nail down, is being able to get a hold of all the stages even when you don't have as much time to play, being able to get those into the rotation, because it goes by hours. So not everyone has the time to sit down and wait for their favorite stages or wait for these certain stages to be played. So that's one thing that they really need to make sure that they fix in Splatoon 2 over Splatoon 1, but I'm really excited because everything that they've shown off so far is looking awesome, and I can't wait to actually get the final version. Hopefully we get some more Splatoon 2 global test fires. I had a blast. I pretty much played in every single one, and I know I streamed at 2 of them, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they have to do with Splatoon 2. I'm looking forward to all the content they're going to reveal, because we still have to see the single player, we still have to see more stages, there's more stuff that they're going to reveal, so I can't wait to see what Nintendo has up their sleeves for Splatoon 2. Alright, I'm moving on to the last article here. Once again, I don't like reporting on these type of stories. I don't like these type of stories because it's just kind of like so up in the air, but I did want to talk about it. A lot of you guys linked it to me on various different social media, so I do want to talk about it. So the Hearthstone dev says bringing the game to the Nintendo Switch is a discussion worth having. And the following comes from Hearthstone senior game designer. I personally haven't talked about it, Hearthstone on Switch, but I'm more focused on card design. Hearthstone is available on iPads and phones, so it's a good discussion worth having. So let's hope that the game comes. Obviously, that's pretty much what I have to say after this. Let's hope it comes. Obviously, the more games, the better, but these type of stories always crop up. People ask the developer, even if they were doing it, especially a game as big as Hearthstone, there's no way they're going to be able to talk about it. So even if they were doing it, they're probably not going to say anything. That's why these stories are just kind of like meh. And if it's an indie game, that's definitely more likely that a developer can talk, since they're not contracted through a big publisher or anything like that. But with these games, it's always so weird. Even if it's there, even if they're working on it, they're not going to tell you anything. It's just like how Skyrim, like they couldn't confirm or deny even after Nintendo showed off Skyrim at their freaking October event for the Nintendo Switch reveal. So even then they couldn't necessarily confirm it, because that's what these big publishers do when it comes to certain announcements and things like that. So that's why I don't like these particular articles when it comes to the bigger developers talking about certain games, because you know stuff is NDA when it comes to Nintendo. It always is. Heck, even Microsoft and Sony at times. So it is what it is. Obviously, you'd love to see Hearthstone come to the Nintendo Switch. That would be great. It's a huge franchise, has a big following, has competitive scene. Would be a great fit, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer that it would be a great fit, and I would love to see it come over. I have not played it myself, but I've just heard so many good things about it, and from what I've seen on Twitch when I've watched it, it seems like a very good competitive game to have as far as card game goes, and it seems to be the cream of the crop when it comes to card games, especially considering like Pokemon, the trading card game, and there's also Magic the Gathering. There's a lot of other ones too, and Hearthstone is definitely right up there with a lot of other games out there online. So let me know what you guys think about this. Are you excited for this game potentially coming to Nintendo Switch? I think most of you guys who are excited for it will be like, yeah, of course. So let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninjas for the next video. Peace.